If you think that Missionary is boring, then you probably haven't heard of CAT, by which I mean Coital Alignment Technique. And if you haven't heard of the Coital Alignment Technique, you are in luck because I am about to seriously enhance your Missionary game. The truth is, Missionary can actually be one of the most pleasurable and orgasmic positions that women experience. But most men are simply moving in a way that doesn't allow that to happen. The Coital Alignment Technique is far from new, but it is shockingly underused. It's also kind of a stealth move that's really helpful when the kids are asleep down the hall. It is quiet, it is close, it is a little to no headboard thumping option. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what it is, why it is so powerful, and of course, exactly how to do it. Let's get started. What is the Coital Alignment Technique? Simply put, CAT is a simple and wildly effective way to modify the missionary position for maximum pleasure. It focuses less on thrusting and more on grinding and aligning your bodies for maximum impact and orgasmic potential. Essentially, it is all about shifting the angle of penetration so that the base of the penis and the pubic bone stimulate her clitoris with every movement. It's less about deep strokes and more about creating constant and consistent pressure and connection, which is something that most women actually need in order to reach orgasm anyway. Now, clitoral stimulation isn't the only reason that this position is so orgasmic, although it is certainly a big part. The slow rocking movement builds arousal and pleasure in a different and often more intense way than pumping or thrusting. I know, can you imagine that less body motion could be more intense? That's because this position is all about connection and demonstrating that you deeply understand what her body needs. Plus, it's super intimate. It allows for lots of contact, like a full body connection. You can breathe together, you can look into each other's eyes. It also can be a bit slower, which will help you to sync with your partner in terms of breathing, rhythm, and arousal levels while you and her get into the zone. By the way, if you're watching this because you want to give your partner the most toe-curling, heart-melting sex of her life, then don't stop with just one technique. My Thrusting in Positions Masterclass takes you step by step through my system to master all of the angles, stamina, pressure, and rhythm in every single position so that you can last longer, hit all of her pleasure centers, and create the kind of intimacy that makes you both want more. Inside of the class, you get actual demonstrations, all kinds of breakdowns, my personal coaching tips for real world bodies, plus lifetime access and a 90-day money-back guarantee. Dive in it, try every module, and if you don't see a dramatic upgrade in both of your pleasure, just email me within 90 days and you get a refund, no questions asked. Link is in the description below. Okay, enough on that, back to CAT. How to do Coital Alignment Technique and how to take it to the next level. Tip number 1, the basics. Start in missionary position with the man on top. Once you've penetrated her, rather than thrusting in and out, shift your body upward so that your chest is a bit higher on hers. You should feel your pelvis start to make contact with her clitoral area. Then, instead of thrusting, press your hips downward into her in a grinding, rocking motion, letting your pubic bone press into her clitoris. Keep your bodies close and keep your movements small. Imagine rocking into her, not ramming. Tip number 2, pressure is your friend. What makes this position feel so good is the pressure from your pelvic bone onto her clitoris. And this works so well because it stimulates more of the clitoris than almost any other position. In other words, not just the part of the clitoris that you can see, but everything that's happening behind the scenes. And if you're in doubt about either the position or the pressure, just ask. You can even ask her to just move her hands to move you into position to let you know what feels best. You can also ask her to grind into you actively, which will make sure that she's getting exactly what she wants. By the way, as a pro tip, if either of you experiences joint pain or pelvic floor sensitivity, if she's postpartum or you have ED concerns, or because of menopause there is dryness, all you need to do is slow it down, add a toy or a hand for backup, and make sure to use plenty of lube. CAT is super flexible. It can be modified to meet whatever it is that your bodies need. Tip number 3, maximize intimacy. Cat is not just about clitoral pressure, it is also about body contact. This much skin on skin makes sex feel incredibly intimate, which a lot of women find very arousing. So while you're grinding, pull her into you. Wrap your arms around her, touch her face, give her a little choke if she's into that. Maybe reach down and grab her ass, give her some gentle touches. Just remember, connection over perfection. Experiment with what works for you both. Don't get so hung up on rhythm or trying to make a perfect figure 8 with your hips that you forget to be present. Tip number 4, use lube. This technique benefits from a little extra glide. Depending on y'all's bodies, how far her clit is away from her vaginal opening, the amount of pubic hair that you have, you do not want to risk any chafing, all right? You don't want it to be a full-on slip and slide either. So start with a few drops on her clitoral area. That usually will help you to nail the balance between friction and slickness. Remember that her tissues are more sensitive than your own, so if you feel friction, trust that she feels it even more. And always keep in mind that hormonal shifts, especially after the age of 40, can thin her tissues and zap moisture. So having a good silicone or a high quality medical grade lube on hand can be a lifesaver. Tip number 5, make use of a pillow. Who hasn't tried that pillow under the hips trick? Well, anyone who's checked out my Thrusting and Positions Master Course knows that a pillow may be the most important sex toy in your bedroom. And if you haven't tried it, or maybe you've forgotten about it, just know that tilting her pelvis up can massively improve alignment. And remember, the A in cat is alignment. Alignment is what makes all of the difference. And keep in mind that a firm pillow also can spare tender lower backs and hips, making cat friendlier for bodies that have a few more miles on the odometer. Plus, it will let her relax more fully into the pleasure if she does have any lower back issues or if she can't grind actively herself. And there you have it, the Coital Alignment Technique. So simple, so powerful. And in a world full of men who copy thrust-heavy moves from porn, be the guy who works with a woman's body to maximize her pleasure and deliver deep, orgasmic intimacy. Remember, while this position is incredible for most, every body is different. So use it as a part of your larger sexual toolkit. And if you are hungry for even more next level techniques, don't forget to grab Deep Impact, my Thrusting and Positions Master Course at the link below. I'm Caitlin V, and I will see you here later. Bye.